What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. Recently, I have been made aware of brother Tariq Nasheed and his opinion on what happened with Just Pearly Things. Now, obviously, Tariq Nasheed had a stream, it appears, just the other night, or put it up today. I believe that happened on maybe, I don't know if it was on Twitter or Twitter Space, but so that was uploaded there and on YouTube. And around the 45-minute mark, he's talking about the Freaknik, which I'm going to break that down, what he said. But now what happened is that somebody called in to talk about this situation about Just Pearly Things. And I want you to hear what he has to say.
You have to excuse me with this messed up cell phone I got right here, this Apple 11. But anyway, I emailed you 2 days ago, Brother Jason Black on the business. There's this little controversy going on with this white girl named Just Pearly Things, and she's got these tethered coons sit up there co-signing her after she did an interview with Nick Fuentes, the white supremacist, and everything else. I mean, it's just really sickening to hear some of these coons out there just defending her. I'm gonna land my helicopter. All right, peace out.
Okay, brother. Okay. I've kind of heard about that, but that wasn't really too relevant to what we're doing here. But it's okay. All right. I've heard about her. I really don't know who she is. I haven't really heard her stuff, but I've been hearing about the controversy that's been going surrounding her, and all these people who are clicked in with Nick Fuentes. I just lump them all in one group. You dig? They're all white supremacists to me. The minute I see anybody connected to the alt-right, Nick Fuentes, they're all white supremacists. So I really don't care what they have to say. I don't even listen to them. You're already labeled a white supremacist or a white supremacist suspect to me, And so that's probably why I haven't really heard of the chick or really listened to her. But let's get Hustle Gold.
So guys, we've heard what brother Tariq has to say about that. He admits that he's heard about it. And to be fair to Tariq Nasheed, he is not a person that is, I would say, like really on YouTube a whole lot. Tariq Nasheed uses Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, he's there. He's just one of the platforms that he uses to get his message out. But I believe he says something that's very important, right? He says, in so many words, anybody who's aligned with the alt-right, aligned with white supremacists, it must be that this person is who they're hanging around. And not only that, like, if you look at who she hangs around, she does interviews with like Jesse Lee Peterson, Donovan Sharp, Tommy Sotomayor, and then the guys who hang around her. I'm sorry, I gotta put the brother out there again. This guy, Mr. Howe, the guy who is her scheduler. This is the kind of black people that she hangs around. They have to talk, like, for the most part, like this. Play that clip.
O'Shea Duke Jackson, that guy is cancelled in my book. He is super cancelled because there's a thing. There's a thing about the black manosphere. Yeah. The polarization of you is what stops black people in general from proceeding in life, because you do not allow people like Pearl and myself and King Riches and Auntie Jenny to widen the Overton window to allow all types of different perspectives on our channel so we could have discourse on another level. We do not want to be pigeonholed by what black people across the world thinks we should talk about, especially when it's a white woman that is running the channel.
Again, Brother Mary Howe, when you listen to the guy talk, I mean, look, listen how weak that is as a black man to sell out like that. Like that is, I mean, and to think about that, the people who support it, and here's the crazy thing, right? I don't even have anything else to say to like the subscribers who support it, because those are the people that can't be helped. All right, I don't even have no smoke for those brothers. Those brothers are never gonna have any ownership in the black community. They will never be able to do anything with black people, because you cannot think like this guy or support something like how what she is and have any relative ownership to empower your community to want to work with people. And you can't think like, you cannot support somebody like her with that mindset, like this guy Mary Howe, and expect that you're ever gonna have anything that you run in the black world. Like, it's just like, you're never gonna have any ownership of it. You'll never be able to impact your people like that. You'd have to be, in my honest opinion, very unintelligent. And he said he didn't even really waste his time going in on her, because 2 and 2 is 4. Now, I'm more of a YouTube person, you know, and I create content more or less than I believe. Like I said, Tariq is more or less a social media person, celebrity kind of person. So he don't really, he has what he has to say, and he hops off, right? He's not on here all day like me. I'm trying to get rich, but 2 plus 2 is always 4. And this is why people who think like him they don't own nothing. You can never, I'm trying to tell you black men, right? You can never have, really for the most part, support somebody like Just Purdy thinks and own anything that impacts anything in the community. You cannot think like her own stuff. No ownership. Like, these are the kind of people that get jobs from people like that while you're being disrespected, and they're aligning themselves on purpose with people who have very anti-black positions if they're black. Jesse Lee Peterson. Oh my God. Donovan. I mean, I don't know what else you want to say about that. Like, it ain't never, outside of Sarah Garvey, there's no real evidence of her aligning herself with anybody that is really pro-black. Nick Fuentes, you know? You're the same manager that Candace Owens. Like, but these guys don't care, because those guys are also just as anti-black as her. Like, you don't know how many black people that we have in the black community, man, that are almost like, they're almost racist against black people. Like, we call it self-haters, men is thick. And the only way that those black people can ever come together is to express self-hatred on pro-blacks only, but they can never unite to achieve anything. Watch that. Watch the biggest group of people who are hating on pro-blacks, and pro-blacks are definitely not perfect. For the most part, Pookies and Ray Rays, and I get that part, or certain elements, you know, like a black woman. But now look what those groups, when they come together, they cannot achieve anything. Cannot raise $1 to do anything for the most part. Nothing that's significant. They can be hanging out 10, 12, 15 years, having these conversations, calling themselves what they're doing, and calling themselves guys, like, nobody takes them serious at all. And I know that a lot of people just cannot believe it, but it's true, man. Like, it's so sickening. And any Caucasian person, for the most part, like, you're on the, you want to know what a racist has to say. The other Caucasian people who even value tainment, hey, you social justice warriors, the woke mob, they're using that terminology. They won't even touch it. Trigonometry won't touch it. But now here you have this individual ready to touch it. What does that insinuate? It would have to somehow mean, for people who do that in general, hey, there is at least some evidence of them feeling a certain way about blacks, saying things that are very distasteful towards blacks. Okay. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again. Another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe to the bell. We're out.